everybody. Welcome. How are we doing? My name is Goldfinch, your steampunk inventor from the Sky City of Leviton. Guys, it's my birthday. Oh my gosh, happy birthday to me. Let's go. How are we all doing today on this lovely almost weekend? It's quite there. It's a Thursday today. That's the time I'm streaming this. But how are you guys doing? Hello. Welcome back to a stream. I know, back to stream so early. Usually, this is not the Wilson Goldfinch way. I usually stream once and then like take a 2 month break and then stream again. But we're here. Nah, it's just because it's my birthday. I want to stream on that. I don't think I actually streamed last birthday last year. Did I? I actually don't know. I don't think I did because it was so close to my either. No. I'm trying to forget the timelines now. I think it was like either so close to my debut that I didn't do that, or it was just on a really inconvenient day and I kind of just forgot about it. Speaking of forgetting about stuff though, I totally forgot that earlier this month on May 6th was my second year Annie. So, yay. Let's go. We got 2 celebrations in one stream today. I kind of posted on Twitter a little bit. I was just like, you know what that means? We just got to go harder for next year. But no, truly I think I did forget about that. Cuz it was like early starting up in the month. I was just like, "Oh shoot, I forgot about that." But anyway, how are we all doing today? We're just gonna be chatting, looking back a little bit on the channel. I'm planning that we look at the 1 year Annie, because I don't know, I kind of want to take a look at that, seeing as we kind of missed the second year Annie. I think it'd be fitting. And maybe second year Annie, we could take a look at debut, because I actually haven't looked back on my debut yet. That would be really fun. Or I feel like I have maybe in the first Annie, but it's been a year, so a long time has passed. I might have forgotten some things. But yeah, we're gonna look back at that, and then we're gonna design our the tabletop role playing game, A Tale of Many Realms. I haven't been on that in a while, behind the scenes, but hopefully everything is good. Let me know if the sound is okay. Actually, I should probably add some music for us. Get that up and running. Like realizing why is it so dead silent? Usually have music. Let me grab something from Spotify real quick. I want to know, have you guys played like TTRPGs or do you have experience with that? Let me know, because we are a good majority of the stream is gonna be helping design that. We're gonna like go through, um, well, kind of just like go through like what we did last time. I'm honestly, it's been so long, I've kind of forgotten. I've only really had time to design it on stream, so we're gonna take a look, see what's there. Ooh. Gonna quickly get this open for all of us. We got some music, some in the background, because it is gonna be mostly just chatting stream, so we're not gonna really be watching too much. So actually, if we're doing our 1 year and reaction, I may actually just not have music first, and then when we do our TTRPG stuff, I have the music. Okay, that sounds good. Anyway, I also want to say, recently I did upload also a video. Before I forget, I also uploaded a new video reaction to Nikkei Goddess of Victory Nikkei's new animated shorts that they're putting out. This one was called Off Post or Off Post. No, that's not right. It's Outpost. My goodness, Outpost Off Duty Tales, I believe it's called. There's a little series that they're doing, I think, to test if an anime is viable for the game or not. Which, please shift up, please. We need we need an anime. Come on, all of us have been waiting on that. Even though I'm like pretty early player, if you look back on some of my streams, we're only on chapter like 4, but my gosh, I'm invested in the story. So we need an anime. Come on now. But I just want to say a big thank you to all of you that were able to see that video. We literally the day of posting, we broke over like 300 views just in the first day. I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you guys so much. It looks like you guys really enjoyed the Nikkei content. And now it's like at like 500, almost 530 views. So thank you guys so much. And then the other video that we posted a while back, it was like a year ago. The debut reaction to Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame from Hololive Yen Justice. Um, I did really good too. That we're just surpassing 600 views. So thank you guys so much. That is insane. Just over half a k views is insane. Thank you guys so much. Cause like I'm not, I'm not that big. So I don't know how you guys found me, but let me know actually if you how you guys found me in the comments below in the VOD or here live. But yeah, that's really interesting. I hope to upload more videos in the future because I'm more going towards a video style now because my lifestyle's kind of changed where like I can't do lives all the time. So we'll have these occasional things on milestones in our channel, like birthday lives. We'll have like Annie lives. Maybe if I just have time and feel like it, we'll do some live streaming. I think I also mentioned as well in stream that I wanted to try out doing some live streaming stuff on the app that this model that you're seeing right now is from. It's called Reality. If you guys don't know what that is I think it's like a Japanese based company, where you can do all the VTuber stuff on your phone. Everything is in house kind of thing. You can build a model like this. They have a system where it's like if you stream enough or if you interact enough in the chat, you can like what's it? You can gain like currency and all that, and then from that currency you can get like gotcha currency for outfits, or you can just buy them, with the in-app currency, which is really nice. So this is really cool. I also am trying to look into getting I think I mentioned this last stream, but looking into getting maybe a custom, if not just making one myself, a Vroid model. The only caveat is I don't have a webcam yet, so once we get a webcam, I think it'll be nice and up and running because I am running the stream from a desktop right now. I could do it from my laptop, but like I don't want to like explode my laptop if we ever do like gaming things, which we probably I mean we will probably, but yeah, I don't want to test my laptop and try to push its limits. I mean, it's a good laptop, but don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's meant for the kind of games that we play because it's real high graphics and stuff. Like I remember a while back we played Landfall Archives, and oh my gosh, my computer drained battery so my laptop I should say drains that battery so fast. It was on like I think at one point I just had to keep it charged because it was just insane. And then the stream stopped. I don't know, something happened with the stream. It was real scuffed. Yeah, today is my birthday, so we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. Don't mind me if my head like looks off the side. I am looking at you guys in a chat, and I have my TTRPG notes up. I really want to get into that and like get some progress into that because now I've like with the big break. Let's see, when's the last time that we did this? When is the last time that we designed something? 3 months ago. Yeah, wow, that's a long time ago. Yeah, 3 months ago we designed this. So that's the last time I basically touched this RPG thing. So since then I've got a lot of experience, not necessarily running it, but like learning about a bunch about a lot of systems and like mechanics and stuff. So I have a concrete idea of where I want to take this now. um but I'm just like, where did we go, where did we left off last time? I want to see. So but before we do that, I want to take a look at our first year anniversary stuff because I was meaning to do this on second year Annie, which we've already passed May 6th. Really fun stuff. But yeah, let's take a look at the Annie. I actually haven't seen this since I streamed it, so it's all I know is I remember me like cringing a lot at the beginning. I was not doing so well in the beginning of the stream. I'm not gonna lie, at least from what I remember of it. Wasn't doing too hot, so I don't know. Maybe I just didn't remember correctly. But let's take a look. Curious. Oh, alrighty, inventors. Let's see. So if you don't know what I did on my first year Annie, um, basically this was back in May 6th, 2025. Essentially, we got a comment on here. Noise, a noise. Yeah, this was so long ago. I don't even remember liking this. But yeah. So this was 2025. Um, Basically, a little context. I wanted to do a little like role playing thing because I think at the start or around that time was when we were making this TTRPG, which used to be called WBC Realms. which would have been fine to keep it as, but like I want to expand the title and like make it actually sound like a standalone TTRPG system title, whatever, and not be attributed to like, oh, it's like a VTuber TTRPG, you know. Um, and also, what the heck does WBC even mean, right? People are gonna be like, I don't know what that is. But if you give it a nice name, like A Tale of Many Realms, it's like, ooh, what are these realms? You know, you start to question stuff. Yeah, this is interesting. I haven't seen it. Oh gosh, I'm already preemptively cringing. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just start this. I had a whole custom like OBS scene as well. Let me know if the volume's too loud too. I can I might need to turn it up on your guys' end here. But yeah, I had like a whole like custom setup for this. It was crazy, crazy stuff. I think I still have this setup. Do I still have the setup now? Oh yeah, I do. I still have it set up in my OBS over here. I don't know. Maybe we do that first. I was gonna say second year, but I skipped my second year Annie. Third year Annie? Maybe we do like a revamped version of this. It'd be fun. I don't know if I ever. Hold on, let me see if I have the files for that still for my second Annie. I'm gonna pull this up in a different tab while this still plays. Yeah, I don't know if I still have the files, because I remember making like a table or something for this. Guys, I remember making like a table or something. Track the thingamabobs. Oh yeah, here it is, I think. Wait, inventors, I think this is it. Okay, hopefully you can see this on my end. Okay, cool. I'll let that play in the background, because it does take a while for me to set this up. Get some nice music in the background, but this is what I think... Yeah, this is what I had behind the scenes, you guys. Ooh, a little insight. This is what I had behind the scenes. So everything was like... priced a certain amount of gold. You guys would start off with a certain amount of gold here, and then I would kind of RP as like, you know, my actual character and what we had set right now. And that in this version of the TTRPG game, which was like, well, I guess according to my lore, which is technically like I'm a inventor, you know, at a, well, I wouldn't say ex-inventor, but inventor that does like makes little gadgets and gizmos and whatnot at a local shop. So I kind of like RP'd that role, and then from there it's like, oh, welcome to the store, blah blah blah. Here's some things that are on sale today. What would you like to take a look at? Kind of thing. I don't remember exactly how it went, but I guess we'll see it later. But very interesting stuff. And then depending on what was rolled, I guess, what was rolled here, then it would unlock certain videos. Very cool stuff. Oh yeah, I had a, like a I had like a punishment table as well, because I remember rolling this, or having everything for this here that day. Very interesting stuff. Let's take a look back at the stream here. Okay, let's just skip the start. Oh gosh, I'm gonna cringe so hard. Here we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh gosh, here we go. Inventors.
Hello,
oh, was I muted?
Hello, adventurers.
Oh, ew, why do I sound like that?
How are you guys doing?
Hold on, I'm gonna turn this up for you guys.
Welcome to my little shop. Gizmos and
so
gadgets.
Quiet, hold up. Can I turn this up? Why am I so
Goldfinch,
quiet?
Your steampunk inventor from the Sky City of Leviton.
Why am I so quiet?
You already know that. Hello, welcome to my wonderful store. Hopefully, you've had a wonderful trip in town so far. There are plenty of great places to go around.
Yeah, no, I am cringing so hard right now. Ooh,
it's quite this
is not fun.
Difficult place to find if you don't know your way around. But I'm glad you found.
Oh my goodness, what is? If you know your way
As you can
around,
see, we
brother,
have
what are you
some
doing?
wonderful little goodies on sale today.
Yeah, so the whole like,
all
oh,
ranging at a
what
different
goodies are on
price.
sale. This is actually a
These
scene that I got
are, just introduce what these are.
from somewhere
These
online. I
are
think I linked
some
all the
story
credit
scrolls
and stuff for this,
that I
but
have collected and kind of
different amount of gold.
been able to
You have a little roller
compare some
here.
of my
I
inventive
think this was supposed to be the
abilities
chat. I was just like
into,
honestly quite scuffed. I'm not gonna lie.
and
But kind of
now
put this
I
together
have the
last
chance to
minute.
present to
There was a lot of tech
all
issues
of
for this. I
the
remember,
wonderful
like the
patrons that
chat
come
wasn't
in.
showing up here.
So welcome.
The
Hopefully
roller
you've
was
had
fine. I guess everything
a
else
nice
was fine.
day.
It was
Take
just
some
like this
time,
chat thing
of course,
wasn't as
to rest.
integrated
You don't
as I'd
have
like
to
it to be.
immediately buy
I
things
think that
right
this
away.
was also given this was a year ago. This was
welcome.
before I had like the chat that you guys see. Maybe it's kind of hard to see.
As you rest there,
As you guys are kind of blending in
I
with the
will
live
kinda
chat, but it's
explain
up
a
here.
little bit about
You guys up there.
what's going on
This
here.
is before I had that whole setup, so I'm
you
like,
all have some starting gold
it's
that you'll be able to buy
crazy what
these
you can do in a
items
year.
with, fellow adventurers and inventors.
Wilson's just yapping here. Let's past Wilson is just yapping.
All
right, let's see.
Check out,
Brother,
I guess,
stop
it
yapping.
says
Oh
here
my gosh.
some funny clips. I don't know what that means exactly. I mean, we do have video stuff in this world, but it's not like
Oh yeah, I remember. I was
well,
just
I don't
like
even know
trying to
what
really
a
play into the part.
VTuber
I
means.
think. Oh gosh.
At least
I'm
this
cringing
version
listening to this.
of me.
But
in
I
this
think
timeline.
what made me feel like it was like
Yeah,
not
well,
that
is for
great
the
of a
500
RP,
price.
which is because
Seems like a pretty fun thing. I hear
just
there's
because of
some
the sheer fact that I don't think I
risks
believed
to
it
though,
necessarily or lived
because-
it. You know, I was just kind of going off what limited
see
knowledge
here,
I had.
I'm just gonna move around. Let's see. Got
Sounds so.
grab
Why am I
the
so quiet in
warning
this?
book.
What happened to my? Did I not know how to like
okay.
work my
So,
levels?
I'm reading here that there are some risks to that option, even though it may be cheap. One being that whoever this other Wilson is in the other timeline may be affected.
Wait,
So
other
that could
timeline?
be-
Did I?
That could be interesting.
No, I didn't do
don't
like
know
a
if it's
other
for positive
timeline.
or for
What?
worse, but
You mean
there's
other
warning
timeline?
labels for a reason. They could possibly impact.
See, I'm like
what we
forgetting
have
what I
right
even
now.
said.
And then our
Then again, I
next
feel like
option, the very
most
last
streamers
one,
they
the
just
story
like
scroll
yap,
4,
and then
you
they
see
after stream
kinda
it's like they
hiding
wipe their
itself,
memory. They just
over
completely
there
forget what they
is,
said. You know,
again,
that's how you can get
taking you
like really
back to
out of
another
context clips and then be
time,
like
way back
the actual streamer just be like, I never said that, and you're like,
that thing there.
and the chat's like,
to
well,
an older
you know, he hands
time
the
when this
hands the
world didn't
receipts, and
exist,
you're like,
or at least,
no, that's
know,
that's
this
someone else, that's
version
not me.
of the world didn't exist. The world still existed, but it's just this version. What you see now in front of me, me.
Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit. Oh yeah, I remember I had a countdown timer too to like decide. I think what was also kind of made it my motivation kind of die a little bit was the fact that this had like no live viewers at the time. I don't think I promoted it early enough
Hope you
or pushed it
have
as
had
far,
a
so it was like
very nice.
it was real sad
day
because I was
so far.
basically conversing with no one. So in the beginning I was
Hopefully
like
not too heavy
really
on
into
the,
it, and then I just very
exploring
fast
side,
just died
not
down in energy.
necessarily physically taxed.
Like why
I
do I
hope
sound so
we do
like
have ailments here,
dazed
though,
right now? What's going
in the
on?
Sky City, and just
Hey,
here in my
you
shop
guys.
as well. So if you're looking for
Yeah,
any
so we
ailments,
have,
please
like,
let me
so
know.
much stuff
Ah,
here.
you've made up a decision, have you?
It would be nice to do something like this
very
again
nice.
though. For
Very
30er,
good,
but just
okay.
like polish it up a bit
Well, let me
more.
go check if there's
Maybe by
stock
then
of
we
that.
have
There's-
like
My guess
our
is that there should be, but
TTRPG
you
like
can never be too
mechanics
safe.
actually good, so
let's,
we can actually
let's
do
go
like a
back
little
and see if
test
there's
run.
the story
You know, would be
scroll
kind of
in
nice.
stock here.
Okay, what am I rolling here?
Ah, and appears
I
that
rolled a D3. What did I? What was I rolling? I'm gonna check on my list here. I rolled a D12, so it's for this. Oh yeah, we had success failure rates here too, and then okay, I'm assuming D3 then is for scroll 1, 2, 3. No, there's 4 scrolls. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, so basically this was just like you roll for one of these. Each one has a little bit of lore about either the channel, who I was before I started doing VTuber stuff, looking into like our group debut and stuff. And by the way, these two boys aren't here anymore. Long story short, this whole project WBC split was supposed to be a tester for whether or not I wanted to do VTubing stuff. So yeah, that's all I'll say. If you want to know a bit more, you can check my previous streams. I've talked about it in more length, but long story short, the group is no longer exists. So you'll see now on all my socials and whatnot that I won't have like this part of the stream title where it's like WBC split or like something like that, because I want to be like an independent thing from that, independent creator from that now. Okay, let's see. Where's the juicy stuff? Why am I rolling dice for like 30 minutes? What's going on here? Okay, so that's why. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm starting to remember why I had the two timelines thing, because I was like wondering that when this Wilson was just like, "Oh, you're," it's like, "Wilson from another timeline." I'm like, "Another timeline?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember." So my whole bit was gonna be like, this Wilson here is like in lore, like inventor, doesn't know anything about VTubing kind of thing. And then the video Wilson is like me, like streaming Wilson, VTuber Wilson. I don't know. That's an interesting concept, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, hello. Whew.
Hello, bro. Hello.
Hello.
What is that nasal
Fellow
voice?
inventors.
Hello.
I don't know what kind of
Hey
lingo
guys.
I was stuck in there for a little bit. Hello.
That sounds
Hello,
so.
fellow
You can see my 1
inventors.
year
My
here.
name
That's
is Wilson
funny.
Goldfinch, your steampunk inventor from the
The
sky
same
city
stream
of
on the stream
Leviton. Here to
section.
fly into your day. How are we doing today? Hello, everybody. It's my 1 year, you guys. How exciting!
And it would have been my 2 year has passed, but
Let's
it's
go.
my
I just realized
birthday,
the
so
thumbnail's in the top.
that's
The
something.
stream is
Am I blocking myself actually?
This is meta thing. The stream is
Not really.
on here.
Cool.
Look at that.
Two Wilsons on stream. Wait, what if I just
But yeah,
sync
welcome
up?
guys.
We're
We're gonna be
gonna be
doing some
twins.
reaction stuff. I don't know what the heck just conspired moments before. I think I might have merged with another timeline or something.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this bit
whack.
up if we do this
I have a
again.
feeling that I might be fading a bit soon,
for sure,
but
I don't think so. Because
let's hope
now
it
I'm
doesn't
like
get to me
more
before we
sure
can
of like
finish
my
this.
lore and like
What is this? This is
even with our
okay, let's
TTRPG
check out
stuff.
our
Just
this is
how that
our
works.
group debut PV. So
Okay, can we
the
get on
PV
with
here
it, please?
in the community. It kind of
I don't mean to rush myself like
kind
this,
of in the
but
title. So,
yeah. So this was
alright.
our group
Gotta
PV.
pause. There's
This
readings to do.
lore, by the way, is no
We gotta
longer
be
accurate.
put in this.
Everything's changed to be more
also,
chill.
if you don't know,
you know,
we aren't like
more
our
chill
group isn't
lore.
like a corporation or anything. Like we don't have
But this was the
management backing.
the
It's
original
kind of just
lore.
us
So
three friends making.
if you want to check that out,
a lot of this
you
stuff
can check
is
out.
kind of like
It should be on the not on the channel anymore. Actually, if you just search up WBC split, you should see our channel come up here, and it would be right here. Nice. 67 views. Oh my gosh. I hate that I 2 years later I'm seeing a 6-7. I swear this has invaded every corner of my life, from my friends to my like streaming activities to the online, like it's everywhere. Guys, help, inventors. Inventors, please help. Why is this number, it's just 2. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense, at least like with our. Okay, I might be. Okay, I'm not gonna say that because I'm gonna dox my age. But at least like make some sense, please. What does 6-7 even mean? Measures. Do you guys know what 6-7 actually means? Does it have a meaning at all? Other than being just like, haha, funny. I don't know. But yeah, group PVs here. If you want to take a look on WBC splits. It's not that great. I'm not gonna lie. 2 years later, we could have done better. We could have done so better. But yeah, this used to be the group I was with. I say I, but like I literally mean I. If you even see the description, actually, is it in here? Actually, okay, it might be on the Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, what happens when 1 becomes 3? Why WBC? WBC splits. So yeah, it was literally just spoiler alert. If you don't want to break your immersion, I guess. I don't know. Spoiler alert, this group was literally just me, I'm not gonna lie. Or the me behind this little guy right here. Point is, I wanted to test out if like different forms of content, right? So Wilson here, he is very much like the person that I aspire to be, someone who's very energetic, very welcoming in the community, someone who really like going forward for it, going into his hobbies, really like, I don't know what other to say than just like really going for it, but just someone who like is not scared to just be themselves. You know, be a little goofy, be a little chaotic at times. Uh, that's Wilson, and then Bishop here. It's the middle talent. He's a very reserved and calm person. Someone who I'm like is supposed to exemplify like my past. Um, Also, if you'll notice as well, Bishop did do some streaming activities back in the day. Been over a year now, but was doing some near, some like basically all the chill games, or at least as chill games as you can get. Chill games, blah, blah, what else? Like 13 Orphans, Alia, like a bunch of super cozy chill games, that kind of genre. And then Crow here, um, was doing like video content. Actually started a podcast. I actually might get back on this. Who knows? But maybe, maybe not. I don't know. This is actually on Spotify and all streaming stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free. I'm gonna link the video actually. Right now actually. Yeah, if you guys want to check out the podcast that I've made, check this out here under Crow. In your sometime later. But yeah, let's head back to the first year, Annie.
Just our
Yeah, so
combined
this is
skills
like
together
old
and doing stuff.
old PV lore.
So we didn't
Oh
really,
gosh, I haven't heard my voice
you
in
know,
this.
have anyone
I tried to imitate
professionally
like
create
a
this.
group
I
debut
mean,
kind of
technically we all
thing,
kind
and
of contributed
just
our
I
little bits.
say
I would
flex
say the
my
voice
editing,
lines,
but
also
legitimately
just some other,
not
or at least
that complex editing. I'm not gonna lie.
before time had
Let's see.
enough. Again, which is kind of where the inspiration lies.
I was just yapping a little bit. Oh, here's my part.
No, hold up.
Actually, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? Bring back this tab. I'm just gonna CRPV right now. All right, this is gonna be probably so loud on your guys' end, adventure. So I'm just gonna turn this down because the stream is really loud. But this is, yeah, there we go. All right, let me know if this is too loud or not. Yeah, so hold on. Let's pause this here. So this was the lore before. We changed it to something a bit. I say we, but the royal we changed it to something a bit more like a bit more chill. You know. So here we had, what does it say? Before time had a name, there were 5 forces that govern the world, and this kind of like tied into our TTRPG as well now. So that's part of the reason I started the TTRPG, because it's like, what's a nice way on like debut to get people into the lore side of things, you know? Because I love the story and like lore side of VTubing things, being as someone who designs and plays a bunch of TTRPG stuff, or is immersed in that sort of area. I love all the lore, so it's just like it only felt natural, you know? Known as chaos, form, power, substance, null, and these forces created life as we know it. It was peaceful until one day a new force, the void. Oh gosh, these are passing by so fast. Oh my gosh. Threatening to destroy all life. Too powerful to stop the other forces. Too far powerful to stop the other forces were forced to hide on Earth, hoping to find a worthy individuals to pick up the mantle. Yeah, so this is, we're kind of like the 3 of us were kind of like, I guess the guardians, or like the individuals that were supposed to claim these powers, I guess.
Why walk?
Oh!
When you can fly.
That's not a good reaction, by the way. Oh, that is... Brother, ooh. Brother, ooh. I can't make a disgusting face, like a disgusted face on this model. I guess the best I can do is like... Or like a... See if I... Can I do like a very side-eye? Brother, ooh. What the heck? Why? It's so nasally. Oh my gosh. Why? It's like, why walk when you can fly? Like, oh brother, what?
When you can fly.
Ugh, that's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cringe.
Why walk when you can fly?
Yeah, I'd rather fly away from this. Oh my goodness.
The healer's job is never done.
Yeah, you can very clearly tell
Will
this
I
is just
ever
my
get a
voice.
break?
This is why you need actual people.
Tough
for
lock
everything.
iron.
Oh, tough lock iron. Oh my, I remember that. Also, probably a reason why I'm never gonna be a VA, because I mean, I could train for it, but honestly, yeah. Well, there's the PV, you guys. Looking back on stuff, you know. What else did I look through on this? PV. We looked at. Oh, did we look at reality? What is this?
Yeah, we did. Reality is a VTubing.
Oh yeah, we looked
app,
into reality here. So
that
yeah, this is what I'm
I
talking about.
use
This is
to stream,
the
so might as
streamer
well introduce it
software I'm
officially
using right now
now.
to pilot this model.
I don't think I have officially.
Unfortunately, there's no
on
desktop
the channel
client,
just yet,
so
we might as well do it in our 1 year. This is reality. They have all these like you can see here the pre-built kind of template kind of models that you can choose to customize.
yeah. So
put
unfortunately, I don't have a desktop client,
all
so
these
it's
cosmetic
kind
features
of
kind of make it your own.
very scuffed the way
So I
I'm
kinda
doing
did
the
that
stream
with
right
mine.
right now. I have a
It's not
screen
very
mirroring
that-
app
it's
that's
not that
mirroring from my
dynamic,
phone
I'm
to
not gonna
the
lie. I
desktop,
kind
so
of
it's
like
just
tweaked
like.
around with it a little bit.
And then I
Tried to
have to
get as
green screen
close as I could
everything.
to the
You know, I have a
steampunk
room set up in here.
aesthetic,
This is
but I
like
don't know if
not
I
even
have
the
necessarily
streaming
that sort
side.
of style,
It's just
so
like the
I just kind of went with
clothing, like
what fit
customize your model panel
for me.
of
But
of
if you're
everything,
interested,
and then
check out Reality.
I'm just
It's
making
an
the
amazing
floor
and very
and the
cheap way
background
to
green so that I can
become
key
a
it out.
VTuber if you want it. You can also stream within the app as well, so it's not like it's just.
But yeah, what else were we looking at? This is really cool. You can make some really
And then
really
new
neat
content
models.
every Monday, Friday.
Oh yeah, I remember we had like a weekly kind of thing as well. What else? Let's see. What else did we do? We did some reaction content. Did we do try not to laugh? What do we do? Okay, that's Pippa. I'm already know this is gonna be so cursed. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
What is this game? I don't know. He'd have home
I don't know what is what is
Alright, so let's see. What else do we? Oh, it's hello. Oh, I remember this. The Ollie and Mary under the water with Kobo. Oh, I remember this. This is so fun. Yeah, okay, so it seems like we did some reaction stuff here. What else? What else? Oh, yes, okay. We looked at some of the old content for. Yeah, you can see once we looked at this, I put a little sold out sign, or out of stock sign. But look at this. We had a little insight into. Might as well show you guys again on. I was gonna say 2-year Annie, but on my birthday, we had this going too. This was like all the. This is the channel before everything. So, let me just see. Go back to WBC Star Studios here. So there's no videos on here now because I've privated everything, but there used to be some videos on this channel. Oop. There's just videos on this channel where it's basically where I was before I did VTubing stuff. So here it is. What do we show any videos
old
here?
videos. I promised you guys this last week to check out some old WBC stuff before we were VTubers. Because
Gosh, what is VTubers?
again,
Is that a
now we're not
VTuber?
officially affiliated
Oh my
with
god.
that, because obviously copyright reasons.
Oh my gosh, I remember this. Okay, let's see. Am I gonna play this?
Before we get official hand cam ? Yeah, that's
Oh,
my
speaking
hand.
of hand cams, I
don't know
do
what
want to
else say.
try
This is
doing a
very
hand cam
awkward
thing. I've
for me.
recently bought like a really good
I'm
quality camera.
biting my nails right now through
that we
this,
could
but
use for like a webcam or like it's used for like video recording and whatnot.
I wanna
but I don't know if
show you guys
it
this
can
stuff, 'cause
link
I
up
am-
on
there's
stream
some
via
stuff
like a
actually I'm
capture
proud
card or
of
anything.
from
We'll have to
back in this
see.
day.
It
But there
can
are
link
also
to my
stuff that was kind of
phone
cringe.
in
But I
the
want to
sense
give
that I
you
can
guys a
like
little
see what's
context
going
on what
on
we
the
used to be,
smaller
and also
screen of the
just
camera.
perhaps give you guys some more inspiration as well as to like, hey, Music Man DD. But music's kind of help.
Okay, let's see here.
Just because some kind of stuff was made for that.
What do we got? Yeah, so we used to context. We used to do some like before I was like doing VTuber stuff. I was making these kind of videos with friends and family, and I say family, making these kind of plushy videos with like Angry Birds and stuff. Which is why now I'm still kind of sticking with that yellow theme. I used to technically Wilson's inspiration was from Chuck, like the Angry Bird. So yeah, that's why WBC used to stand for not instead of a Wilson, what was it? Wilson Crow. I no Wilson Bishop Crow. As it is now, it used to stand for Whitebird Bomber Chuck. Oh, very interesting stuff. We did these like fun little videos, little home videos. You know, nothing too highly produced, but you can already tell this is like iMovie level production.
Just so bad. Some of these videos as well
I agree.
aren't in
Pass
full
Wilson, this
1080
is
because
real
I don't
bad.
know if back
This is
then
real bad.
we had devices that could shoot up to that, or we just like it was never a thing on like back in the day when like 720 was the highest quality on YouTube. I know that's
Oh my
crazy to think
gosh,
about
yeah, I
now.
remember.
Um,
Oh, I
it's
remember
crazy to
when
think
seven.
about,
Do
but
you guys remember the
it
days of
was at
YouTube
some
when
point.
720 was like the norm? Oh my gosh, I remember that. That was insane. Sorry, don't mind that sound. That's me drinking water right now. Got a little water with some straw. It's very hot in the land of Canada. Um, Canada, by the way. Very hot today. I mean, it's summer, but like, what do you expect? But still, oh my gosh, I am burning up right now. So excuse me if you hear a little slurp. It's just water. Try not to like chug the water, which is why I'm like drinking it through a straw right now. But yeah, so these used to be.
All right, there's Shadow.
Oh, look at that. Oh, plush
Oh
content.
gosh. Whoa, Shadow, you just come out of the mic.
Plush,
Hello there.
plushy video content.
Sorry if that disturbed anybody. But yeah, I used to do Shadow's voice. It's a lot better now because it's been
Whoa.
heckin' what?
Hello?
It's been
You doing
4 years.
Shadow's
4
voice?
years?
Hello. Can I hold on? Can
Right.
I still do that? Let's see. Hello. Hi. Yeah, it's kind of. Oh wow, it's actually harder. Why is it harder to do now? What the heck? Hello. Nope. Hello. Hello. Shadow. Nope. I feel like Shadow's running out of air. This is old man Shadow. What the heck? Hello. Hello there. Hello. No, wait, hold on. I need some water. Hold up. Hello. I mean, it's kind of close, I guess. It's a bit more breathy than unlike, but it is what it
4
is.
years. Yeah, my voice has gotten deeper, so I can go deeper.
Please don't stop doing Shadow. It's so
I think
cringe.
this was made in like a
But yeah, this is
movie
very like
maker-esque thing, or like a
iMovie
trailer
editing. It is
maker-esque
not the best.
thing. So it was really
I think I used to always edit everything on iMovie for whatever reason back then. And as well, I don't know if Wilson points it out, but a lot of the stuff that we used to do back then for these kind of videos, which was all I don't know why. Again, we had like some of these episodes on the main channel, like the main series, the main videos that we posted for this channel, WBC Star Studios. A lot of the stuff that we posted was like, you know, plushy videos, but we had like a script, you know, we had a legit script that we'd follow for like the main like game show kind of content. These spin-off shows, not really so much, but the game show stuff. And the reason I wanted to make this kind of content was just because I don't know, I had a lot of plushies back then. Saw a lot of people doing it around that time too. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not? You know, I have all these plushies, might as well use them. Just not have them there, right? Make a little something out of it. But yeah, so it's like we actually had a script, and our dumb brains were just like, hey, you know what? You know what we should do? We should do all of this in one take. And when I mean one take, I mean legit one take. We would just like we used to have these little intro bits, as I think you guys saw there a little bit. We used to have these intro bits that we do. Oh gosh, I did not. I past me did not keep up with the trends because intros are so out. Like it's not even a thing anymore. Like if you are to have a little intro bit, like imagine I'm doing like a video and then I'm like, let's watch this thing. The intro is literally just like a few seconds, or like 5 seconds max. Like any more than that, you're like losing people. But back then, our intros used to be like a minute long at the start, usually the same kind of deal. But like, I don't know. Okay, actually, I'm curious. I still do have access to the channel, so let me see if I can pull it up real quick for you guys. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. I want to see if I can pull up the channel real quick. Oh shoot, we're not signed in. Yeah, that might be a problem. Okay, well, unfortunately we can't look at it because I'm not signed in there. That will take a little longer. But yeah, so we have these, like you can see, we have these little intro bits here.
Cam thing where
They would
I bring these guys on.
Take like
and
a
kind of
good like minute
take
or
a
two.
look at all this
I'm
stuff.
just like, no one wants to watch through this. Like it's, I mean, maybe back then the landscape was a little bit different, but
So yeah, we'll take a look
nowadays
at that
no one
real quick.
no one has time for this. No one's gonna watch through a whole like 1 minute intro. You're gonna lose people for the first
Yeah,
5 seconds.
we were planning
It's
to do
not
like a
interesting enough.
Minecraft-esque episode, but unfortunately that didn't really turn out. Didn't work.
Also, this was actually just all built by
And
me.
we were
by the
gonna
way.
have like some sort of
But
like
I'm honestly still kind of proud of this.
season as well with Tails.
Oh, which reminds me, we should probably
Tech or,
do some
like,
Minecraft again.
Minecraft or
really
something.
nice.
Tech with Minecraft.
I've been also kind of considering as well, on the fence a little bit on whether or not I should start a Discord server, because you know I'm not really too active now that I have Inventors Uni, and you know my streaming activities aren't too pretty far in between. You know, more so now in the month of May because more things are going on. Like you know we have my Annie, we have my birthday, a bunch of stuff are happening in May, so it's like you can expect a little bit more content at least around this time of year, but normally it's like not too much stuff in terms of live streams. So I'm like, I don't know. But let me know, inventors, let me know, chat. Would you guys like a Discord server that we could talk and chat at? Maybe have some like hangouts. We could I'm kind of worried if we do want to start a Minecraft server or not. Because I know it can lead to problems of like griefing and like damaging other people's stuff. But I know you guys. You guys are pretty chill, so I don't really see you guys doing that. But I'm just more worried about like the new people that I don't know, and then something like that happens. But yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in a Discord server or not. We can look into that. It'd be nice. We could have a little like hangouts, maybe to I don't know, like maybe to do some gaming stuff, maybe to just chat. I heard some communities do like movie watch-alongs, which is really neat. We could organize some of that as well. But again, kind of up to whether or not we have the time or not.
Or something like that. Again, we were all on like mobile and whatnot back then. There's the
Yeah, what else
trophy.
did I
guess
did I
they
do
would
this
have
stream?
won.
I had this like intermission segment. Really cool. I actually kind of like. I still kind of like the music here. Not bad. Okay. But yeah, this is quite a long stream. Actually, 3 hours, I think. Oh yeah, 3 hours. What else did we look at here? Yeah, we looked at. There we are. There I am. Hey, there we go. There it is. There I am. This is me before VTubing. No, technically it's the person behind this, but we used to do plush videos in like WBC right here. This is the old WBC. Still kind of coded the same colors. I'm not gonna lie. If you check this versus Star Studios, all right, still see these guys up here. Me, Bishop, and Crow. Still kind of same color coded, you know? Very nice, very good stuff. But honestly, I do like the yellow kind of hair, blonde hair. That kind of aesthetic looks very nice, very nice.
Over here, hey, it's me, Chuck. I don't even know if I can do the voice anymore.
Hey, it's
Let's see if I
me.
can. It's more like nasally, I think.
Yeah, so the voice I used to put on for Chuck in these videos was like, basically think of debut me. It was like very, I'm gonna squeeze my nose here, but it's very like hello. This is very exaggerated, but it's like, hey guys, why, you know, like that kind of like, hey guys, what's up? Kind of deal. I'm a more like, my voice now is more chill. I've kind of relaxed into the into just speaking and yapping. But back in debut, I was like very nasally. I was like, hello. I kind of honestly kind of sound like Waluigi. I'm not gonna lie. Wah! But
I think it's like.
and then
I mean,
and then
well,
Bomb was very like, hello, like, oh hi, how are you doing? it's Bombard. Hello. Right, very like more chest voice, like how I sound now in stream for Wilson. You know, it's quite nasally. Not too much. It's like kind of halfway there. But yeah, we did get some live viewers here actually. Nice, nice to see. And then Whitebird here or Matilda was very like wee, very like as if you had something like a pocket of air in your mouth. It was very like ooh ooh ooh, very owl like I guess. So like very wee. You know,
They'll look at
like
the debut
in the
soon,
Angry
so it
Bird
might be
games.
something like that. But it's like,
Oh
hey,
wait, speaking of Angry Bird guys, Inventors, have you guys played Angry Birds Epic before? Sorry, I want to get like I don't mean to like rant, but like Angry Birds Epic, I because I need someone to talk about this, guys. Like, if any of you play Angry Birds Epic, I mean, like the title suggests, that was an epic game. It's no longer. I don't think it's I don't think it's any longer in service. If you maybe on some older devices, you can still download it if you've already downloaded it before, but now, yeah, now I don't think you can download it, at least I don't remember. Yeah. I don't think you can download it anymore. Or even find it really on the App Store. I think it's all like gone. All the Angry Birds like Rovio stuff is kind of gone. But Angry Birds Epic was so fun. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can find an image here. I can find images. Yeah, this is Angry Birds Epic right here. Check this out. It was like an RPG kind of gameplay. Okay, maybe not RPG, but like it was like a more turn based kind of thing. Everyone had each bird had like different skills, and like you go around the map and like they can have like different kits and whatnot. So I think this one for red, if I remember, is like more defense type. He gives like shields and whatnot. You can, obviously attack the pigs, but then you can also like click on themselves when it's their turn, it's that bird's turn, and then you can give effects to themselves. It's really fun. You can see some of these effects already going here. But yeah, this Chuck here has like an AoE lightning strike kind of thing. Matilda's healing, of course. Um, the blues are very good. They like do a lot of disarming stuff. Yeah, we have the blues here. Lots of disarming. You can see the shield, right? Gosh, if I can find some way to play this, we'll definitely do this on stream. If I can find some way to get this, either on like an emulator or what have you. Man, we need to get into this because this is such a fun game. I'm not gonna lie, like I could just stream this the whole game, maybe not the whole game, but there's a lot of content. But a good part of the game, chunk of the game, just like this. And then you have like different weapons as well. You can upgrade and attach to everybody. Give different stat boosts, different effects as well for like for example, I thought Hocus Pocus. What is this? Okay, I actually don't know what that one does, but I remember Bomb has a glove where if you punch, it like no, it was a Bomb or was it Matilda? I don't remember. It's been a while. But one of the birds has like a weapon where they can punch the pigs, and then it deals damage, but also slightly heals the team. It's either the team or it slightly heals you. But yeah, very different from like the obviously very different from the traditional Angry Birds format, but gosh, it was so fun. It was so great. I gotta see if there's a way we can play this. Like this is so nice, so nice. The story's not too bad either. I'm not gonna lie.
hey, hello, hey. He did a lot of like,
Yeah, we're just looking into here
oh my goodness, not the.
some of the old videos here. You can see very
Yeah, so
low
in this
low
option,
quality
you
stuff. Oh
choose
my
to
gosh, the Minecraft series as well that we did.
find Chuck here.
I played this on mobile, by the way. This is real really scuffed. I had it on my old phone that I used to have. It's like old Samsung phone, and you can see like you have like you can tell it's mobile. But then I also was recording it on like my headphones or something like that, and it was like the built-in headphone audio. So it's like at some points it just peaks so hard. It is it is so funny. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could show you guys, but unfortunately I can't sign into that account. And because we didn't have any other people online to like help us with this, because I didn't really know anyone back then to help me with these projects. I kind of just tried to do everything myself and wrote the story in a way that like doesn't necessarily need much of other people's dialogue, you know. And when it did, it was always just like I talk, you talk kind of thing. But yeah, we did a bunch of stuff. What is this? Oh yeah, we did some like gaming content too back in the day with like Smash. It's very again very low key stuff. Low tech stuff. Just putting up a phone with a tripod, or sometimes even just standing it up against like something like books or whatnot, and just recording. Like it was so scuffed. This is like I remember this was like the old house I used to live at. I don't live there anymore, but used to have live there at like the basement, I want to say, where I don't know why I said basement like that. Basement. But yeah, it was like on the basement couch, and then we just like have this TV here. Oh my god, that was so scuffed. And I always had to adjust the brightness too, so then I don't accidentally dox myself like in the reflection between the scenes. Because if you know anything about like Melee, this is Smash Melee, by the way, or no, not Melee. This is Brawl. Smash Bros. Brawl, and it being on the Wii, it can it's a lot of loading time. Sometimes the screen goes blank for a couple seconds, so it's a bit. If you're not careful, you can dox yourself if the brightness is not set dark enough. You know. Yeah. What else I do? Oh yeah, I looked at my debut as well. Actually, you know what? We're gonna save that for third year Annie. I'm not gonna look at that right now. But yeah, very cool stuff. This is behind the scenes things. I think now, I think now we look into designing our TTRPG. We're gonna transition to something more chill. You know, feel free to still chat around. Of course, following chat rules and all that, but feel free to chat around. We're gonna be working on this. Say hi. Say hi to the stream. We're gonna take a look at this. Get some music going for us, yeah. Because it's otherwise it's gonna be kind of silent. I don't know if I like that or not. Because the worst thing about when you stream is silence. At least to me. The worst thing you can do for your stream is just be silent. So I want to have some stuff. Okay, how do I set up music again? I honestly feel like I should simplify my setup a little bit. From other streamers I've talked with, I feel like the way I set it up on like the OBS end is a bit old school. At least, again, from what I've heard from some people. Where is my hello? Where is my music thing? Oh no, here we go. Here it is. Music. Streaming. Is it this one? I think it is. Yeah, nice. Oh wait, actually, is this gonna? Oh no, okay. Here we go.
I'm getting closer to unlock my consciousness.
I thought it was gonna double because I have audio working on another tab as well.
We were never going to be the obvious.
I've never heard this song from the playlist yet.
Time is slipping, dial spinning. I still
Alright, I'm just gonna vibe to this for a second. This is nice.
Maybe I'm the only one who's wide.
I'm also gonna move you guys as well on my end.
Ooh!
Ooh! Okay. Hey. Oh, I kinda like this. Oh. If you don't know, this is non-copyright sound music, so we're not gonna get flagged for this, hopefully. But their team is pretty chill on that. If it does get flagged, that's the Ooh! When you're trying to chill and like work on something, but the music just bobs.
I still wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm the only one who's wide awake. Am I the only one?
I love this chorus.
To know where we
Sorry, this is real nice. Ooh, I like this a lot. Yeah, hopefully this is not too loud. Let me know if it's too loud or not. take a look at what we worked on last time. So I did look more into this system, the Blades in the Dark. Seen some live roleplay content of this system, and honestly, it's quite nice. I feel like Blades in the Dark works better with like a more darker theme, but honestly, I kind of like it. You know, with the themes. I don't know if it fits for our thing. If we're gonna copy a theme, because I want to make my own original system. It's a bit loud. I don't know if I want to make like or have our system be under another title, right? Because I want to make like an original system. That's kind of what we're going for here. I guess I'm gonna try something real quick because I've never. If you know me, I don't really stream that much on Twitch. So I'm gonna try actually. Are we able to change the category mid-stream? I want to change it to the Oh, you can. Nice. Cool. Oh, neat. Cool. Okay, now you can click here. Playlist knows I need some energy today. Oh, nice. Okay. I feel like that's gonna be just me vibing to the music. This is I've never playing new songs I haven't heard from the playlist. Ooh, this is gonna be a party. okay. I'm getting distracted. Okay. Where were we last time? Let's see. I'm gonna have to take note of like where we were last time so I can like just quickly see here. So I want to take a look at the mechanics because I want to, if anything, I want to get that down first. Okay. I was thinking of this before the stream. I want to mark down. I want to mark down the kind of flow that you would take to. Yeah, I want to mark down the flow that you kind of take just through the core rulebook. Let's write down narrative flow, I think. How do I explain this to future me looking at this? Narrative flow? Question mark? Or actually no, flow of more schools. So again, we are designing A Tale of Many Realms. This is the original TTRPG system this original TTRPG adventure under the Shards of Creation game system, which is the original system that I'm making. I used to have a credit here that says made by Goldfinch and whatnot, but I want to distinct it, just keep it separate from that. You know, in case we decide to publish it and whatnot in the future, and get some actual artists and like commission stuff for this, it can be a standalone kind of product kind of thing. Because technically, yes, it's like based in my lore world, but not like 100%. You know, there's some creative liberties here that are taken. So yeah, inspired by Avatar Legends, powered by Apocalypse, Tales from Elsewhere, Blades in the Dark. So yeah, so you go through the initial thing here, you get a little review of the different chapters and how it works. So what sets my TTRPG different from everyone else's is this idea here of elemental resonance. So this is essentially the magic system in the game, but it behaves very differently from other like magic kind of systems. I don't know if I would go into more detail or not in this later. I don't think we've technically written up the chapter, but I think I have notes for it. That and how the character sheet functions with this equilibrium track. Yes, equilibrium track. would look like. I think we have a screenshot somewhere. Yeah, really? We don't? Wait, we don't have a. That's embarrassing. We don't have a. We don't have a graphic of this? I guess not. Okay, that's strange. I would think we would. Yeah, that's fine. Hold on, let me see if I can find my drive real quick. Find something for us. Let me know in chat if any of you have played TTRPGs before. I know a really popular one is like D&D, obviously. A lot of people play that, myself included. Very fun system, very fun game. Not necessarily for me. I like more the narrative role-playing aspects of these kind of games, this game genre, and like really getting into like the characters and whatnot. But sometimes the gameplay and the mechanics kind of either limit you, or there's like a point in it where it just like there's an awkward kind of break, the transition between the two elements, like more narrative elements and more like gameplay, and like for example for D&D like dungeon crawling and stuff like that. So there can be a little bit of a awkward kind of shift between those two depending on how your GM like frames it up and whatnot, but at least from my experience that's how it's kind of been. Not to the fault of D&D, you know, that's a very like traditional kind of TTRPG if you want to get into the genre. You know, D&D is an amazing way to get into it. More like, I feel like more titles that have like Powered by the Apocalypse or like Blades in the Dark, they're very like interpretive based. So it can be more difficult for the GM, but also for the players to decide like, how do I actually do what I want to do? You know, like, because if you look at a D&D sheet, it's very easy to figure out like what you want to do for your character. Because you have all the stats, right? Let's see. Get a standard one here. But yeah, you have like all the different stats. You have like all of these different elements of your character you can like write down. Any feats, any things like that. Any strength, you can mark down like your different. Okay, this is not like a standard sheet. Hold on. We're gonna find a standard character sheet. 5e. Here we go. But yeah, you can see you have like all your stats here that you can roll. Everything's very intricate. Like, obviously, D&D's been around for like how many years actually now? I think over 50 years, maybe. D&D, how old? When was it? 1970. Wow. Years old, yeah, that's crazy. But you can see you have all of these like very categorized, very classified like components, so it's really easy to like play your character, or at least like see the stats, so you can be like, okay, what does my character can like feasibly do, you know, and have some material things to grasp onto. But when you play like Blades in the Dark, for example, which I've been recently getting into, I'm hoping to make my own adventures under this system in the future. Maybe not for the one I'm working on right now, but it is really cool. Let me see if I can show you guys some of the character sheets. Okay, let's just go for their kit here. Okay, so this is their character creation kind of thing. This is an example of a character sheet. Yeah, I know, it's very it's a lot more than D&D, huh? It's a lot more than D&D. So if you look at this, it's very simple. You know, D&D is very simple. You have your main stats here. You have some like what is it called? Skills, saving throws, features, traits, whatever it is, like proficiencies. And then when you actually roll for stuff, you can like a lot of like number crunching you can do at times, which can be fun to some people. You know, I can see that. The Blades in the Dark, technically Powered by the Apocalypse, but not really. It's distinct enough where it's basically become its own thing. But it still follows the format of having playbooks, which we'll probably do for our system, where playbooks are essentially just like a category of a category of like character. For example, the cutter, right? They have a specific like archetype they follow. and kind of vibe, you know, and potentially some special abilities, as you can see here. But yeah, you can see obviously there's no stats, there's no place to like write down stats. There's not even like a place like a D&D sheet to add like your health, right? There's no health points technically, but the way you track your health is based on this section here, where you have harm that's dealt, and if you build up enough stress, trauma, harm, sorry, in the order of harm to stress then trauma in the course of the game, then your character basically dies, right? Unless you can heal that up somehow or lessen it or whatever. But what I really like about this system is that you can see these are basically your current D&D. This is like your skills here. Your skills and your stats are basically this section here. And you can roll from any of these at any time for any action you want to do, as long as it seems like reasonable, you know? I'm sure they, somewhere in the playbook, they explain what all those different things are. Okay, I don't want to go too deep into this because it's a very complicated system. Whenever you make an action, it's like the GM, it's usually on the basis of like, if your character can do it, you can do it. But if there's a moment of doubt, then it's like the GM has to declare a, what is it? If I remember correctly, they had to declare like a position, everything, and then they had to give you like a difficulty ranking essentially of that situation you're being put in. It's really cool, really cool system. Very complex though. So I don't know if we want to take inspiration from that for our thing, but the flow core rules we're probably going to making a character. But when you make a character, I think I remember saying that you choose your, what do we have here? So my system is very like Powered by the Apocalypse style. So do a thought here. Position, history, drive. Okay, yeah, this is also borrowing and getting inspiration from like, dude, what is it called again? Tales from Elsewhere, I think it's called. Yeah, Tales from Elsewhere. Which is also a great TTRPG. It's more like post-apocalyptic, I think, setting. I could be wrong. Let me take a little fact check here. Fact check. Tales from Elsewhere. Yeah, really cool stuff here. I think it's like a more like cowboy, like Wild West sort of style. A D10 based die system. We're doing a D12 system. I haven't seen actually much D12 systems around, so it's, I want to stand out a little bit by doing that. But also, I found that with the scope of what we want to do for the stories and all that, for this, I think D12 works really well. Hold on, chat. Let me get my dice set. I'll be right back. My model's gonna break a little bit. Alrighty, so I have, oh my gosh, I have a little dice tray in my thing of dice. You know, it's moments like this that I wish that I had a hand cam, but you know, one day when I have enough funds to get a webcam. Okay, so if you have any physical dice on you, this will be a good like time to take them out. I want to do a little demo here. Try to do a little demo. So I have a D12 right now in my hand. If you don't know what that looks like, I'll show you guys right now. This D&D dice set? Question mark? Let's see. Yeah, so this is a typical dice set you'll use for TTRPG stuff. Let's pull up a more clearer image. There we go. So we have obviously the D6, the very standard die. Everyone kind of uses this. Usually a lot of games, you know, that's the most common die. What our system is based on is a D12. So every time I say D something, D just means dice, and then the number is just denoted by how much sides. So this is a D12, right? So imagine 12-sided die. I feel like it has more oomph, you know? It's a bit D12 like probability in terms of the probability tables. See, dice probability chart. Okay, used this site before. Any dice. So if we look at a D12 here. Ooh, what is this song? Why does this kind of sound like Blackpink? Why did that beginning kind of sound like Blackpink? I'm gonna turn this up a little bit for you guys. We just vibe here. Oh, so I'm just realizing now that wow, you guys haven't been hearing music the entire time, have you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I had it on like the scene before. I didn't transition over. Okay. But yeah. Okay. So here is the episode of the D12. We'll say 1 D12, and then what do we do again? Calculate. Yeah. So you can see probability is the exact thing here. You can equally get any of these. It's like an 8% basically to get any of the numbers. If you go 2d12 on the other hand, it's get a little more interesting. Look at that distribution. Very cool. The most likely number you get is 13. And then the highest you can get is 24 as a combo. But I'm like, that's a little bit too big of a range for me, so we went just with 1d12. Equal probability. I think it's very fitting for our world, being as, you know, 6 realms, 12 sides, 12-side die, 6 realms, all kind of trying to be in balance, kind of thing. But also a physical D12 die. If you ever like rolled one, it has a little bit of oomph, you know. I could do a typical Powered by the Apocalypse and to go D6. They use like 2 D6s, I believe, in Powered by Apocalypse. But like this still feels nice. Like I'm rolling right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the mic, but it feels nice, right? It's just, and it's most convenient because everyone has D6. You know, a lot of people have this sort of dice laying around somewhere. Probably a good bunch as well. I didn't want to go with the traditional D20 because sometimes it can just range a lot. Like when I just hit a 14, hit a 10, 10, so then that one, you know, 9. So it's nice, it can range a lot, but it's just, it feels a bit too bulky, you know, for a world. I could do a D8. D8s are kind of nice. But then the probability tables are kind of weird. Let's put in 1d8 here and just see. Yeah, we could do 1d8. We could do 2d8s actually. That could be actually interesting. I've never seen. 2d8s. Yeah, because I've heard of D12 systems before. I think Critical Role has D12, I want to say. I think it has D12, I don't know. But we're going to go for I don't know if I'm going to change it to D8 actually. Okay, but now comes the interesting part of the stream, you guys. I need to figure out what the heck Paz Wilson wrote from 3 months ago. I need to figure out what the heck he wrote here and where we're going from now. I'm not going to go too long on the stream today because a lot of other things to do, unfortunately. I would love to hang out with you guys a bit more for my birthday. But I got some things coming up in the weekend that I'll prep for, so. Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, we did a dice distribution, nice. So, Ah, yes. Okay, so that's what also I was gonna say. That was setting up for. Okay, this. So we have the dice system D12, right? So if you roll, I'm gonna roll right now. I got a 9. That means it's a regular success. Roll again. 7. So within this range. Okay, let's see if we can get one of the other results. A 10. Cool. So that's a full success. If you get a 12, which is like the max number, it's a critical. So it's like has more stuff. I think I might incorporate Blazing Dark's positioning system as well, because I actually really like that concept. I've been seeing a lot of videos online recently for that. It's so cool. So again, to explain what that is, it's like basically what happens is that you have, let's say the GM's like, or sorry, as a player, you're like, I want to try to. You understand? Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna pose a scenario because this actually might be a bit easier to explain everything. So let's say that you're like in a scenario where being chased down by the cops. You know, your group's being chased down by the cops, by the authorities, and you have some like important cargo you gotta like bring to that you stole or something that you gotta bring to your group of people, and you're being chased down by authorities for stealing it and whatnot, and you wanna. Person that has like is holding all that stuff. Let's say they want to do some extravagant move to like sneak past not sneak past, but like hide, you know, or kind of avoid maybe some obstacles in the way. So let's say depending on the difficulty, the GM will like assign a, again, I have to see what do they actually call it, because I don't want to like just say a difficulty ranking. I don't want to actually say just a difficult ranking. Let's see. Core system. Yeah, so for them they use a dice pool of D6s. What else do they have here? Not what I want to see. What did I want to see? Oh, here it is. Setting a position and effect. So yeah, this is the main like core of Blades in the Dark. So essentially, whenever you set the scenario, you choose whether or not it's going to be a yeah, so usually the standard is risky or standard effect. Result is combination. Oh yeah, so risky standard. Okay, yeah. So sorry, I'm just reading through this right now. Okay, yeah, so there's 3 types of positions. There's controlled, desperate, and risky. So controlled is like, you got this in the bag, you know, basically nothing's gonna go wrong. Risky is like, there's some aspects to like, maybe if you slip up, you know, like going with the authorities example, maybe like, if you have this important package you gotta deliver, maybe if it's a risky position, then you'll have to like, maybe it causes you to trip, or like maybe it causes you to like lose some of the stuff you're carrying. But desperate thing, perhaps, or actually sorry, risky should be the situation that you're being placed in. So is it high risky situation or desperate situation? And then if whether or not it's like on top of that, whether or not limited or standard effect goes into like their whole clock system, which I might actually incorporate as well. I feel like clocks are really nice. I feel like more TTRPG should incorporate clocks. If you aren't doing it in your own game as a GM, if you haven't seen these clocks, look into them. They're so neat. You just draw up essentially like so let's see if they actually show the clocks here. Yeah, so you have these progress clocks essentially. It's nothing, you know, nothing too new to the TTRPG space, but I honestly haven't seen much people use these. And you should use it more. It's so nice. But essentially, you set like a progress clock depending on like, the situation, right? And depending on when this completes, certain scenario may or may not happen. You kind of track like based on your own, based on the mechanics of the game, but also based on like your own kind of judgment on when these clocks tick or not. So it's really cool stuff. Okay, let's try to figure out what Pat Wilson said here. If you guys have any suggestions as well, this is supposed to be a community thing. You guys, we're making this together, you know. So let me know if there's anything you guys want to see in this. We have a unique thing called this system called strain dice. So let's see if I can pull up the character sheet real quick. I'm just log in to my account.
Out here laying on the low. Don't even worry about it. Top down, we be moving slow.
We're on Figma. This is what I'm taking a look at for character sheet. So this is what you would kind of look like, your character sheet right now. Kind of look like this. So you have your equilibrium track right here, and there's some points of stress and pressure here. I might actually rename this to differentiate a little bit, because pressure and stress kind of it's kind of similar. So I kind of want to change that up a little bit. But you have your track here that goes between spirit and body. So let's say I want to do something like there are elemental elements to this world. So let's say I want to shoot like a fireball at someone, right? Classic fireball. We're gonna roll, right? You don't necessarily have to roll for everything, because most times in this system it's like if your character can do it, they do it, right? But depending on the scenario, if it's like if it's something that's a bit more risky or unsure, if you can do your action, even if it's like something you know, like doing a fireball, right? Maybe the situation is a bit tense. You're like being chased down, so maybe it's hard for you to aim or something like that, right? So let's say you roll for that. You got a 5. Okay, what is a 5 on this? Oh, it's actually regular success. Nice. Okay, so you got a regular success. So what happens? Roll not down roll. Okay, so basically what that means, if you're not in the center here at 0, 0, which is balanced, then you roll stress depending on which side you're going towards. So let's say I didn't roll a 5. Let's say I rolled a 2, right? And I don't know if I've written down how this shifts just yet. But at some point you're going to shift over a little bit here. Let's say my track here is on this side towards spirit. So it'll be a -1 towards spirit, but a +1 towards spirit because it's heading this way, but a -1 towards body because it's going away from it. So I would be in this star here in the middle, be in this one right here. And then say I roll, I get a 3. Oh gosh, a 3. That's a partial success. So something, so you do what you want to do, but something else happens. But actually that's even worse, because since actually you could determine which side you're rolling for. So in the fireball situation that's going to spirit, I actually would get a +1 to my roll here for that. So that would actually turn into a 4. Still partial success, didn't get out of it. So it would be nice if I had a 4, right? And then I +1 towards spirit, and then I would get a 5. It'd be a regular success. But let's say, Yeah, so no matter what happens, if you're ever shifted anywhere that's not your center, then what happens is you start to roll stress dice, or sorry, strain dice, depending on how far in the track you are. So again, let's say we're here on this notch here. Doesn't matter my rolls, right? I rate as long as I am not centered, I roll strain dice.
That's why the
So,
system lets
let's
you
see.
take payments, track sales, handle inventory, manage staff, send invoices, and keep up with finances all in one
Okay,
place.
so
Like
you
the
roll
orders with zero
first.
mistakes.
The first
The
time,
data
like
you need
one
to
mark
keep
here
everything
over
working together.
is just
So
a
you're
simple
ready for whatever's
D4,
next.
and then
Learn
you
more
roll a
about their customizable
D4
plans at
plus
SquareUp.com.
D6, and then all of that, and a D8. So it's not you're rolling.
Turn up your favorite songs and get into the
So
zone.
what's happening
with
here is
ad-free
you're
music listening.
rolling all
Enjoy
these and
3
adding
months
up
of
the result
Spotify
from those
Premium
dice.
free.
to-
Then
See if there's a
$13.99
consequence
per
that
month
happens.
after, and cancel anytime.
So
Tap
I guess in this
banner
sense,
to
it's
learn
kind of
more.
like Blades in the Dark's effect thing, right? Effect and position, in a sense. It's just a different system. But I don't know. I personally just like rolling a lot of dice in TTRPGs, and I don't see a lot of use with the other dice. Because a lot of times when we have like a D20 system, for example, for things like D&D, like you basically are just rolling the D20 the whole game, and not really much the other stuff. And I don't know. We have other dice. You know, you bought a really nice. Maybe you bought. That's not a word. Maybe maybe you bought like a really nice dice set, right? You want to use all the dice that you can. It's fun to just like roll a bunch of things. So that's me kind of explaining like why we need this system. But also narratively kind of works. Right? The more stress your character or strain your accumulates, the harder it's going to be for you to do stuff. Again, all this practice will probably be a bit different. What else do we have there? Yeah, so we have the adventures that we want to write for rules. The core rulebook is going to come with 2 adventures each for each realm. Split between a more serious adventure or something more fun. So let's see, we're doing Realm of Earth. I'm going to write this down though. How about we do that today for the stream, and then we look at... Take a look at everything else. I know this is honestly not that much progress. We literally have been yapping for like, how long now? Almost 2 hours. We've been yapping for like an hour and a half, essentially. Just looking at stuff, but we're not really designing too much. We'll design a little bit off screen as well, and then I can update you guys as well, maybe in some videos too, and how it's going. Yeah, so F denotes a more fun, relaxed kind of adventure, if you want to go for more of that. And then S is more serious tone. Realm of Earth, where we have Honeysuckle Grove. Yeah, so it's going to be a more... If you've seen Avatar The Last Airbender, this is very, like, very secret tunnel kind of coded. But it's based on the honeysuckle flower, so let's take a look at that.
It's like I'm chasing the sun, and I'm
Very pretty flower.
can take my
Honeysuckle flower.
freedom. Now you can take my
And all kinds of
freedom.
colors too.
It's like I'm walking on water.
The meaning of on the love. And
This is my kingdom, and you can take my freedom. It's like I'm chasing the sun,
okay, technically there's terminology that is not adventure in this. There's a tale of many realms. To make it a bit more clear, adventure. I remember writing about this on stream. It was like we wanted to do something where like you're going into like a hidden junior group for some reason happening upon an ancient memorial spot or like some kind of clearing in like a forest. and you see this like stone statue there, these two figures you don't really know. It's kind of been lost to history. Like the little plaque that's underneath the statue has also kind of been rubbed out a little bit, weathered by the elements and stuff, so it's hard to make out what it says anymore. The statue itself has like a bunch of vines and a bunch of like greenery growing around it. It's almost being consumed by it, and there's flowers, these honeysuckle flowers around it. Although it's a grove, so actually, sorry, a grove. What is a grove? I don't even know what a grove looks like. Yeah, so it's something like this, I would assume. So it's not too densely packed with trees, but like it's some environment kind of like this. And then I just imagine like a statue in a clearing, see if I can find a better photo. Maybe something like this, where like there's really old trees. It's kind of creating this kind of feel, this kind of look. And there's something out there, and it could be really cool. So, what is the motivation then?
Some days it's hard to move on. I'm only human.
Now there's a lost. Is monument too grand of a word to use here? Yeah, I feel like monument's a bit too grand of a word to use here. Maybe, let's see, maybe we go with a different wording. Your group encounters are lost blank. I'm gonna say some, I don't know what to put here, so I'm gonna put blank. I lost blank in I'm wondering if these flowers have to do with... Okay, what do honeysuckle flowers actually have any purpose in nature? Do they do anything? Attract pollinators. Maybe that will give more insight into like the inciting incident and like how you actually get there. Used for used for medicine. Hold on. These are used for medicine. Might decrease swelling and also have antiviral effects. Okay. Antioxidants. Okay, so we can kind of tie this in then with I don't want to like have a personal PR. Only what else can it do? Strong conditions. Oh, you can use it for recipes too. Interesting. Honeysuckle tea. Ooh, would that be good though? Mouthwash. For itchy skin. Oh, so yeah, it is like a more medicinal flower. Right? You can use it for natural medicines and herbal medicines and stuff. Tea as well is interesting. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so it seems like it's used mainly for medicine. So I wonder if we can tie in a little storyline between yeah, I wonder if we can tie in a little story limit with the realm of frost, because a lot, like, there's a good majority of their people that are known for being amazing healers, and I would assume they would obviously growing up in more colder climates. Plants probably don't grow, or at least the ones they need don't grow much where they live in the colder areas on this world. So it could be nice, a little adventure. You can set out with a bunch of people to breathe medicine for somebody. Kind of like a one-shot though. Is that the point of this thing?
To keep me from the dark, I'm looking for a fire star tonight to light me up all around. 'Cause you're the only one I'm thinking of. Don't let me burn to the ground. I wasted time. These city lights, still I can't get you out my mind. I need a fire star.
I'm gonna say that all adventures are
I'm looking for a
rules are one. Okay, I think that defines that well enough. Because then, yeah, then you can probably stand from there or something like that if you want to. One shots make sense though. So if you don't know what a one shot is, basically in TTRPG terms, a one shot is just an adventure you can play in one page kind of thing. Sit down with friends for like
I'm down in the mirror.
sometimes it's like 2-3 hours kind of deal. Just get through the whole adventure. Given that you already know the system and like how to play around with that. Because if you don't know how to like play around the system and all that stuff, it probably take like an hour to learn everything, depending on the system. But
To keep me from the dark.
just get everything set up before you start. Okay. We need to start. Because I would assume start somewhere, and then go to like maybe you don't go directly to that thing, but like it's all set in the modern era, by the way. There's multiple eras to this game. This is set in the modern era. Modern era, where a lot of these will be set. I do have ideas for like the old movies. There's again, like the lore that we saw in the video, our old PV video. It's kind of based on that, so like the TTRPG is based on that. So yeah, that way we can have some more serious kind of worlds as well. So to develop as well in future. And then because I want this feeling for no matter if it's a fun RPG or if it's a more serious adventure. I want it to like you can't already bring them to that. That's what the one thing I don't really like about some systems and the way I've seen some way in those systems and stories is that a lot of exposition dumping in the beginning. It's fine, but like it's kind of boring to mindlessly exploring the land. I'm not really like doing too much. Which is also part of the reason I'm really like embracing the dark right now. So it just sets you up right into that. Probably then you can know for so we have segment, and we have I don't know what I should call it. To actually just playing the game. Downtown is good. I'd probably rename them, but the score is more thematic to their whole like original theme for Virgin Dark. Also, I found out the place that was like set in a sci-fi kind of sorry, not sci-fi, steampunk sort of setting. So I'm like, ooh, even a steampunk adventure. I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. Free play basically I'm gonna name this thing also other than Downtime. I'll come up with a name. So basically, Downtime is like.
Got PC Optimum points? Visit Shoppers Drug Mart for the bonus redemption event and get more for your points.
Action.
Friday, May 29th to Wednesday, June 3rd. Valid in-store and online.
Like, yeah, after the action of. Actually, maybe I just call it a scene then.
15 minutes. Sounds like Ojo time. Let's play.
Feel the fun
Free play,
with
you have
Play
to
Ojo,
scene.
the online casino with all the latest slot and
Are you
live
just going
casino
to,
games.
like, the
What
way
you win
Avatar
is
uses?
yours to
Like,
keep with no wagering
it's a
requirements,
scene
instant
or
payouts,
a-
and no minimum
Yeah,
withdrawals.
scene works, I think.
Hey, I just won. Woohoo!
Going around, casually exploring the
Honey,
world.
forget about the lasagna. Let's celebrate. 19 plus, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. Concerned about your gambling or that of someone close to you? Call 1-866-531-2600 or visit connexontario.ca.
This
Feel like
happens
your playlist is a
before.
total vibe? We get it. Feel like your investment
Happens
strategy
before.
is a bit out of tune? We got you. Cooperators
let's
can
see,
help you
before
add tailored investment
the
advice
main
to the mix. Cooperators.
content
Get
of
investments,
the
insurance, and advice from
adventure.
someone who gets you.
I should also say as well here.
Terms and conditions apply.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Productions.
I wish a void opened in the air
I mean,
to suck me up, cause I really don't care. While I'm falling, I wonder if you would miss me when I'm gone. While I'm falling,
that's where I define this. Happens. Okay, sounds good. Let's see. What would be the description of this one? I haven't really given much thought into the realm of like how this would work. Excuse my silence, but I'm just wondering here. remember the original idea I had for this. It says bonds of love here, but I don't know if I want to go like too cheesy into it. Secret tunnel kind of thing where it's like two people of opposing factions or opposing like realms. Yeah, during their time it was like kind of a forbidden thing. Maybe this insult power means something. Maybe this is like more significant than just a flower. Maybe this grove was like a stash for something. But what else can honeysuckle flowers be used for other than just medicine? If we can find like a really unique use for it, then we can tie it in personally.
I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me.
This looks like
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes
Emerald, that's interesting. Memory is actually really interesting.
ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town.
This is what I love about like the research side of like TTRPGs. Like you can really go in depth. Like I'm researching flowers right now. That could be something. It is a fictional world, so we can't just say it does do that. I like the idea of memory though. Ooh, I really like the idea of memory. Okay, that is actually turning some gears for me. Let me know in chat if that's any idea if that turns some gears for you guys. But what I'm thinking is that there's this grove, all these insect flowers. And I don't know what the story is going to be between, you know, we see like a statue or some like monument dedicated towards like two people. We don't know what this particular story is. I don't know if we ever, like, even on the GM side, if they will elaborate too much into that or mystery maybe. But this honeysuckle grove that is not naturally occurring in that area. You have to say that the flowers itself have like embedded some memory into them. Or there's some like benefits that people can see in our world that ties to memory. Maybe crafted, if maybe used in the right way, it can. Memory's not like, I was gonna say it boosts intelligence, but it doesn't really. Memory doesn't necessarily correlate with intelligence. What else does memory correlate with? Like, guess you get better memory, or there's a way to perhaps consume the flower or like use it in a sense you can trap or store memories in them. That's interesting. Chat, let me know what you guys think. Would it be a cool concept to have these honeysuckle flowers that don't naturally grow in that area, in that grove, to perhaps store memories? So when your group encounters them in the story, perhaps in that area there's like some things suspending that, or like this memory is very important, so they have to find something in history that's kind of been lost in time. That's like really after like whatever conflict's happening, even up until Monday or something. Maybe it gives some insight into, because the realm of Astral is very, because of the lore I set up in this world, they're kind of known as the quote-unquote bad guys, the bad people. But that's only because of their origins, not necessarily because people themselves are bad. It's just their origins come from like a more darker source. So people assume they're bad whenever they encounter people. They're from the stars, so they don't really encounter in this world too much. Besides cities, where they have like a little safe haven, right? But other than that, they don't really encounter too much people on the surface. So again, kind of more maybe there's some stars than in memory. There's something in the realm master that goes on in this realm's history, in the realm Earth history, that like I don't want to say have relationships or like there's some like bond that was formed between, because bonds of love could, yes, it could be romantic, but it can also be like platonic as well. Maybe between two opposing realms, you know, that wouldn't necessarily think would get along. So what would not get along with Astral the most? Probably Earth, just to keep it, you know, I don't mean pun kind of intended, grounded in that realm, you know, make it make sense that it's actually there. Something right, space and the Earth, just like four objects. Definitely the sky, or like if you think about the sky, like atmosphere, like that's closer to space than it is to Earth is to, you know, the Earth is close to I don't want to say, oh my god, it's starting so hard. It's further apart than that sky. Maybe water? Actually, water kind of makes sense. Water has to do with a lot of, their realm has to do a lot with memory. Ooh, wait, their realm has to do a lot with memory. Right, with the tide renewal storyline. Ooh. Are we getting a connection here? Ooh, hold up. Okay, let me write this down before I forget. So I want this the story between the realms not just to be connected to one realm. I want to kind of feel the realms to feel interconnected. As if you're like solo, if you're in an adventure in the realm of Earth, right? Kind of. I don't know if I like the idea of it just being mainly in the realm of Earth, like everything, all the lore bits and whatnot being around that. You can obviously do that, but it's just like. I like it being more interconnected, then it feels like a bigger world. Each realm had an impact on the other one. And you kind of see the history through the eyes of the other realms. The grove and its flowers are not good. Some of the same plants are there. Or
Does it actually have lines? what you want me to say. I got that extra money on the
Oh, so look at
runway.
that.
All the way up into outer space. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra
Music is
money
hard.
on the runway. All the way up into outer space. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to
So
say?
pretty.
I got that extra money on the runway.
Yeah, I'm going off of this. Just this idea of memory is interesting.
Go hard all the way up into outer space. My body wanna play. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway. Cash out, cash out, cash out on the runway. I got that extra money on the runway. Cash out, cashing out the money. I got that extra money. Go hard all the way up into outer space. My body wanna play. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway. Go hard all the way up into outer space. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway. Go hard all the way up into outer space. This is how we rave.
Say Christian wine. It's a more serious event, so we can honestly go all in and say there's some like some faction or some group in this world that is after like it's ancient tale that there are these flowers that can store memories, you know? And some group of people want to use that for something more mischievous.
Wowza deals
Maybe
at
we
Food
can dive
Basics
into
are
concepts
bubbling
like what
over.
is
Get a six-pack
a
of
memory,
710
you know?
milliliter Pepsi or Pepsi Zero
And
for
dive into
just
concepts of like what a
$3.98
memory
each.
is,
Shop in store and online
the
until
importance
June
of
3rd. Food Basics,
having
always
these
more
memories, what
for
happens
less.
if
Lean
like
into the sounds you love. Take your playlists
your memories
anywhere
are
with offline
accessible.
downloads, or
I would
play your
assume,
song
like, these
of the
flowers
moment again and
with the memories
again
of
with
whoever
unlimited repeats.
the people
Get
in the
all the
statue
music
are,
without hearing
know?
audio ads on Spotify Premium.
and it's
Tap the
kind of
banner to
dispersed
learn
throughout
more.
that grove in little bite-sized pieces. Have some way to back. I don't know. Why would anyone, other than just to be like storing memories?
Create the perfect
perhaps?
playlist with Mix and enjoy smooth transitions from one song to the next.
I don't want.
Sign up for
want
Spotify
it to
Premium
sort of be
and
too
enjoy
dark,
3 months free.
I'm kind of
Then
going for a more uplifting.
$13.99
Like, even if
per
it is
month
a serious
after,
adventure, I
and
want it to be
cancel
like
anytime.
still kind of
Tap the
more
banner
uplifting.
to learn more.
Positive. But there's like darker moments within it. Say.
Line is right, and it is me every time. Couldn't run out, try.
What is this area called? Is it actually called the Honeysuckle Grove, or is it? I feel like if it would have a name, people would know about it. But it needs to be lost to time, so it just needs like it's either in an area of an already established place, or it's kind of unnamed.
It's like fire, it's like fire. Oh, I'm fighting for my life, just one touch and I'm alive. It's like fire.
This would take place in some sort of forest, probably, or some groves real quick. Will the forest. That's when you do rose, connect to forest. Yes. Okay. In that sense, then. Oh wait, maybe perhaps we can really do more interesting, more depth because perhaps it's like perhaps these memories. Way transfer your memory. What I'm thinking here is like, yes, they're like their story has been kind of lost to time, but what if there was no physical record of the process, of how they transferred the memories to the flowers. Maybe some people want that. I don't know, I'm all flat right now. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Go on the bar. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions on how I do the story here. I'm thinking like they have found, whoever thinks that they found a way to memories, capture moments in time into flowers, their memories of those moments to the flowers somehow. Yeah, their moments to the flowers. Then after that essence, but there's no record of how actually they did it, or it's been lost to time. And people just don't know how they do it anymore. And so people can like want to have it. Like it's really nice that there's a tale. Imagine like imagine it's not just a memory. It's like a capsule, a time capsule of that moment, all the feelings, all the aspects of that person in that moment. So it's essentially just like a copy of them, a snapshot of them in that moment. So it would be nice to, what if you could bring back these flowers, capture moments of someone's like last moments, or even like their whole life, store them in memories of the flower. Actually live with them, store memories of the flower. So anytime, like let's say in the the pollen in or something like that, you can not necessarily live their life, but like all the memories of them actually feel like as if they're there. You go to some like other plane. Some other plane where you can like access the target, you can interact with them sometimes. So their whole being is like captured in that flower. They still live on through that. Yeah. By happenstance, like the crew kind of makes their way here. I don't think we should have a location because it's kind of lost as to where it is. We just say ancient tale of the
I trace the cracks on the floor tonight. Neon shadows dance in the broken light. A heart beats loud, but it's out of sync. Lost in the rhythm, I can't quite dream. The air is heavy, it pulls me in. Pull me in that twisted maze. Shadow glow, falling deeper. I don't know. Shadow glow, pull me under. Don't let go.
Okay, I'm kind of just wondering who would have the most beats then with the wrong word.
A mirror screams,
Maybe then it would make a more dynamic story. There's like two opposing sides, or like in modern day history, it's known that they don't get along. But it'd be really shocking to be like, these two people from these two realms got along? They did something? Like, what? Maybe there was, from that moment, there was like a misjudgment. And spring this like, spring and create this like prejudice on the people of these two realms, and that's why like, there's so much between those two realms, and now kind of those people in modern day kind of dislike each other. But then you happen to discover this, and you're like, wait, no, it's not like that. That'd be good. Yeah, that's definitely gonna take a long time to write out though, because you see your stories. I can probably have a fun little interaction with the stories. easier stories are gonna take a little bit of practice. I think even if we do it on stream, we have like a dedicate like team each week or every other week to kind of just work on one of these stories and flesh that out. I think would be nice. As much as I want to work in the mechanics, I think the most interesting thing about TTRPGs is the fact that it's the story, right? It's the kind of world you interact with. So if that's not good, the mechanics, can be great, but it's just like your story is kind of lackluster. It's not gonna tell us much. Not gonna really capture much attention. Let's see. There's I wouldn't say the tale of a grove that sets up flowers of storing memories. Methods have been lost to time, but all that's known is that this revelation. We both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Well, who would be having those people? Maybe? No, actually no, because they get along. Say water. What opposes birth? Water? Technically, right? In nature. Water, although it's a long time, up in the mountains, like rock and a bunch of stuff. Also, it does make sense, this whole memory thing. People believe that, I don't know if this is true or not, but water has like we've seen it in some like media things. If you guys have ever seen Frozen 2, that there's a whole idea that the film that water retains memory. Olaf doesn't die off because when he comes back, doesn't come in himself, right? Doesn't start over because water retains memory. Okay, let's do that then. Probably add a line. Yeah, we'll add a line after that saying that they're not really
deals at Food Basics
seeing eye to eye kind of thing.
They're unbelievable. Get select varieties of Dempster's bread, buns, or English muffins for just $2.22 each. Shop in store and online until June 3rd. Food Basics, always more for less.
One of the
Enjoy your songs your way. Play songs in order or keep them on repeat. That's the beauty of ad-free music listening with Premium. Get 3 months free now. Then $13.99 per month after, and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.
Bring the beats with Premium. Download and bring your music anywhere, so you can dance to high-quality music without hearing ads. Mix up your playlists with song recommendations from Smart Shuffle, or take control of your listening with unlimited skips and repeats. Experience music without limits. Tap the banner to get started.
Maybe that's not enough. you discover that, and then throughout the story. Lost time. The methods have been lost to time. All stands now. Ooh, wait, what if the statues like it's like a what is that mythical creature called? The one with like the snake for hair? Help me out here. Right? Something then. Medusa? Right? What if it was like a Medusa situation where it's like maybe by accident or by whatever means, person from realm or turned both or something like that to that statue. So it's like it's not necessarily like someone carved it in honor of them. It's like it's an accident. They actually done something that happened. And then that could be interesting. And then now maybe the opposite. Yeah, they think that like something happened with the person in the realm of water, but they kind of don't like the people now over there. I don't know, could be something very simple like plot points, but could expand something more dynamic. The methods have been lost to time, and all that stands now is.
Was it all in vain? My world revolved around you, now it's trapped inside the pain. Maybe I should stay in the dark after you had it to a place so far away. All those crazy thoughts are going through my mind. A part of me I can't escape. Our love was so sublime. It doesn't make no sense if you're not here again. If the only one who's gone will be there for me to say. Come back to
Hopefully that the same person with rum water but the question is why are they in the realm of earth? Maybe an adult situation of what it looks like. How can you tell if people are from the realm of water? Do they have some special garments, like in Afterlife Their Adventure, where like everybody from either South or North Pole have like bluish kind of garments on them, that's reflecting their water? Aang has like very much masters have like firebenders, very military coded, so they have a bunch of armor and like red. Fire kind of colors, and then Bruce is like very, this tone is very like green, beige kind of tone. Have to run the water to make colors other ones. Yeah, it could be like very after like this on the photo. protect them, and then like the person realm of Earth like has some like sharp, jagged rocks piercing through that waterfall, that wave of water or ice or whatever it is, through to them, and they're kind of like backed away, like kind of deal. Or maybe this like dynamic clash. They have like a wave of water again, but it's like you're not counting through, they're like going against the person from the realm of Earth. What if the person with the realm water just like on the ground?
Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I, spending the night, chasing forever. For you, oh no, I'd be your one and only. Don't let me go, don't leave me lonely. Say you'll stay through the pain, say you won't go running. Let me in through your face, get on my loving.
we'll keep it at this for now. And we'll see. I want to do one more before we end stream today. When you're going from like nothing, it's kind of hard to come up with we're kind of making this tutorial. Colonel Phoenix? Colonel? Carnival of the Eternal Phoenix. Panache. Cross phase memories and what is the law? Is it Oh yeah, this is another thing I also wanted to mention about this. I want to develop a Oracle system. If you don't know what an Oracle system is, essentially it's like a way to play TTRPG solo. For one, so I can like play test it, but also, you know, I know now a lot of people, it's kind of hard to get together a group nowadays for TTRPG kind of in general. But also, it's kind of nice to have a way to experience it, no matter the amount of players. Like it's not a requirement to have a amount of players. But that's sometimes a barrier to entry with TTRPG. That it's fun, but like it's hard to play solo. You know, you need other people. Like that's the whole point of like the storytelling. But there are ways to get around it with an Oracle system. Basically, it just stands for observe your environment, resolve goals and obstacles, act, taking a consequence of role, include what is happening, with evidence by what's going on now. So, basically like experiencing the story solo, but you're asking a rhetorical, like certain questions and maybe roles to determine what's happening. Okay, I think for now, I think that will be it for today. I wanted to push 3 hours, but I'm honestly getting a bit tired from this, I'm not gonna lie. And trying to press the solution. So, that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in today for this. Let's get back to some chatting real quick. Hello. Okay, we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much again, inventors, for tuning into my birthday stream. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was pretty fun. We did a little TTRPG designing. We did some looking into some research for the stuff, which is honestly I kind of miss that kind of research element of all of this. Really neat stuff. Good night. We'll be signing off soon, but before we do that, we will be doing a VTuber shoutout. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's a little segment I do at the end of my streams. We always shout out a VTuber, big or small, corporate or not. Kind of just give back to the community, you know, because I said this multiple times, but I'll say it again. I don't really have much to give in terms of, at least I don't think so, in terms of giving back to the community. You know, a lot of people can sing, do like music covers, collabs, all that cool stuff. Maybe like make some art and whatnot. Yeah, I can't do that. I mean, the best I could do is like design a game, but games take a long time to design. So let's shout out a VTuber. Hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correctly. If not, correct me. But today we're gonna be shouting out. Okay, I'm gonna just double check on the pronunciation real quick. Okay, so they are a magical flap VTuber, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I think they're a manta ray. Yeah, that's really cool. They're a manta ray. So this is I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick. YouTube and Twitch side. This is hold on, I'm gonna try to pronounce this live. Here we go. Gosh, why is English not working for me today? Oh my gosh. Well, we're shouting out this VTuber today. Hopefully my English will come back to me at some point. But yes, we're shouting out this lovely manta ray VTuber. Put the YouTube stuff on there as well for you guys to check out. As always, this will be posted to my socials and whatnot after the stream. So if you guys want to check them out, feel free to. Twitch folks will take a look as well at the Twitch side of things. And we'll look into someone to raid as well. Speaking of, let's see. Who would we raid? If you are, I should note for the VTuber shoutouts, if you are a VTuber or know anybody that you want to shout out, I have a form set up, links in the description. Or if you're on the Twitch, in my about page, if you want to submit a little thing, if you're a VTuber again, or if you know anybody that you would like to shout out at the end of my streams and on all my socials, feel free to submit something to that form, and I'll take a look. I always am looking for new entries, so and new VTubers to discover. Oh, so let me know who are your favorite VTubers. Alrighty, let's see if there's any of my. I wonder, are any of my friends live right now? I don't know. Let's see who we can raid here on the Twitch side. Okay, I'm not seeing too much people actually. So I think for now we'll just say go check them out on our YouTuber that we're shouting out, the Manta Ray VTuber. Check them out on Twitch and YouTube side. But otherwise, I'll be doing a lot of video content. You might have seen me do more streaming stuff recently, only because in May there's a lot of like milestones and whatnot that we're hitting. So I'll be here for a couple streams in May. But otherwise, it's mostly video content now. I do a bunch of reactions, a bunch of gaming content, mostly for indie games, TTRPG stuff, as you guys seen today. Yeah, and a lot of story-centered stuff. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, feel free to give me a follow on Twitch, a subscribe on YouTube. And yeah, and keep up with my socials as well. I post everything on Twitter, so and keep you guys updated on what's been going on. So feel free to follow that as well. But with that obligatory content creator promo, I guess, out of the way, thank you guys so much again for tuning in to the stream. I had a lovely time hanging out with all of you, going over some birthday stuff. I am so I am so mad that I missed my own second year anniversary earlier this month on like May 6th. Man, I guess we'll just have to do it better next time. We'll just have to go twice as hard next time. Next year, I should say. But until then, or my next birthday, maybe I'll do some more birthday streams if you guys are interested in that. Until then, I'll see you inventors very soon. Keep up with my video stuff because I am planning to make more content on there. And thank you guys again for all the views on the Nikke video I posted. It's of the Goddess of Victory Nikke off-duty Tales short series that they're throwing up. So I'm gonna link that as well in chat. If you guys want to take a look at that right after the stream, feel free to take a look. Yes, a Nikke. It's not really a video essay. It's kind of just a little reaction video to a little shorts they made. It seems like it's to test like whether or not they want to do a full-blown anime for the game. So I'm really excited for that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to see hopefully a Nikke anime. That's gonna be really cool. Yeah, feel free to check it out. It is a bit on the longer side. Granted, I don't. While editing that video, I was like, man, I really do have streamer brain because I yapped for like an hour or something in the full length video, uncut version. It's like a full hour. I was just like, brother, what are you yapping about? It's a 6-minute video. You yapped for an hour? I'm like, dang, that's gosh dang. So it is a longer video compared to others you might see on the feed on that, but hopefully it's entertaining. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the views on that. I was just gonna say, just within the first day we got like 300 views, so thank you guys so much. And getting the first video we uploaded, the VTuber reacts to Elizabeth's debut. That's Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame from Hololive English Justice. Thank you guys for getting that to like over 600 views. You guys are amazing. That video's pretty old, so honestly I didn't expect you guys to really gravitate toward that too much recently. So thank you guys so much for that. Almost breaking into that 1K territory. Let's go. Nikkei Idol should exist IRL minus the control freak boss they have. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the commander, right? If we're talking commander in the actual game, then he's pretty nice, I would say. But yeah, the other commanders are kind of something. As we've seen in the game, I'm still kind of baby commander. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, not the commander. Oh, Nikkei Idols. Oh, as in like. Oh, okay. I think I know what you mean. 21 I think I know what you mean. So it's like, oh, I will see you soon. Okay. Oh. Okay. If you're talking about idols, I do know about like a niece idol stuff just from the promo they've put out for it. So are you referring to that, like that storyline? Because if it is, then yeah, I could I could definitely see that. I heard there's some something about mustard. Oh, the idol storyline. Yeah. I heard something about mustard Mustang being a big part of this storyline. I don't know what happened, but I hear he turned evil or something like that. Very interesting. Because my context of Mustang right now is like he's Mr. Entertainment, the entertainment. That's kind of all I know of Mustang right now. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know. That'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm very baby commander. I'm like chapter 4. So we got to do more content about that, you guys. Maybe we'll have some videos up on the channel soon for that. I'll have to play through the game more, but yeah. Very, very dark idol side. Ooh. Oh, okay. That will be interesting. Hopefully they add that to the story once it goes over to the archive soon, so then I can experience that. Because I don't think I caught up in time to. I know they released the what's it called, the B-side story. I wasn't there to catch the anniversary story, but yeah, I hope they put that to the archive soon so we can experience that on the channel. Yeah, good luck. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yes, you have a very good rest of your night as well. Have very good rest of you. Oh gosh, I can't English anymore. After 2 hours, my brain just destroys itself. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Hopefully you have a great night as well. Well, that's been me, Wilson Goldfinch, your steampunk adventure from the Sky City of Levton. I'm gonna go have a lovely dinner. I'll see you guys on my videos, I guess. Stay tuned on my Twitter. All right. I'll see you guys. I don't want to go. I always like love streaming, so I'm just like always yapping, and it's like man, I always love being with you guys here and just chatting. So it's just like, man, I don't want to go, but I have to go because it is getting kind of late. I am getting the starving. So alrighty. We'll have to end it for today. Again, keep updated on my Twitter and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys some other time. Bye. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Have a lovely night. Bye.